And welcome back to the Shit Behind the Show, everyone. So, today I want to continue to discuss depression and some of the signs and symptoms that you are depressed and some of the ways that you can recover from this. First off, I would encourage anyone to seek therapy, as I had to do. I know it's hard for some of us to admit. It was hard for me years ago. Like, I am broken. I feel like I'm worthless. So I understand that that initial step to seek help is really hard, but I promise you it helps a ton. So I discussed last episode just some of the first signs and symptoms of depression. Another one is anger or irritability, feeling just agitated all the time, restless. Some are violent. The tolerance for others and things in life is so low. Everything feels heavy. Everyone gets on your nerves, but it's so hard to describe. When people say dark place, that's a great descriptive, dark place. And everything in life just feels so big, so detrimental, so heavy. I can't handle this anymore. I'm just at my end. And it is extreme. I've been called a drama queen when I've been depressed. It's not dramatic. A drama queen will be more vocal, but someone who's depressed keeps it in most of the time. I have family members that have suffered recently, and I remember the phone call from one of my closest family members, and I remember my heart just breaking because I've been in that place and I know how it feels, and I cried with him. We sat on the phone and cried, and he just said, "I'm so scared." That's real, guys. That's real. We put on this happy face, but in our darkest hours, we just sit there and it's so terrifying. And I'm so grateful that he reached out to me because he knows that I've been there and I'm very close to this person. So he trusted me. And I would encourage any of you, again, if you are in this place, please reach out to someone. Please tell someone close to you. Even on my bad days, I know I'm not super depressed clinically, but I'm having depressive moments. I will tell people close to me, I'm struggling right now, and I just need someone to know that I'm not okay. So I know that I'm okay. And if that makes sense to you, then you probably completely understand that space, right? So many people care for you even more than you think or realize. So loss of energy is another one. I discussed before that when I was in my deepest, I did still go to the gym, but I suppressed tears. I suppressed emotion, and I didn't have a lot of energy to do things that I really loved other than working out. I am not one who uses substance to cope, but I know a lot of people do, and that's another sign. You know, if you feel yourself needing to escape a lot and you're drinking or doing other things to escape, that's a huge sign. Even sleeping to escape is a sign. Which would fall into reckless behavior. You know, I remember when I was at my deepest, darkest, I actually did try to unalive myself. And, well, I attempted to try. We'll say that. I couldn't find my weapon of choice. But anyway, neither here nor there. But I remember getting on the back of a bullet bike. We were going 100 on the freeway. I wasn't wearing a helmet. I was in shorts and a t-shirt and sandals. The dumbest thing I could have ever done. But I remember in my mind thinking, I don't care. I don't care if I don't make it. I don't care if I become someone's hood ornament or they have to peel me off of the ground. I didn't care. I'm so glad nothing happened, but it was just part of that reckless behavior. I lived on the edge because so what? If I get taken out of this world and I don't have to do it myself, perfect. Perfect. I regret that now, and I'm very grateful that I lived and didn't succumb to all of that. But any of you that have been in my shoes, you know, you understand that feeling. Self-loathing, strong feelings of worthlessness and guilt is another one. Oh, I'm telling you, when someone gets this depressed and this down, you honestly believe no one on earth cares. Nor would they care if you were gone. Would they even miss you? That is real. And it's a psychological mind fuck, because the truth is we are all loved by someone, and most of us by many. We are all loved. I remember discussing this with my son later, years later. He was going through some stuff at school, and I was like, boy, please just don't give in to the feelings of depression or any of that. And he's like, wait, why would I? And I'm like, I'm just telling you it's real. And I told him the story of my darkest day. And sorry, it still makes me emotional because somebody was watching out for me that day. Someone, because I couldn't find my weapon of choice. And that door to escape. And I was telling him, excuse me, sorry. I am fogging up my glasses. I was telling my son, and he was probably 15 or 16 years old. And he just started to cry. And he says, Mom, I'm so glad you didn't follow through. That would have destroyed my life. And I would have missed you so bad. But in that moment, gather yourself, Christine. In that moment where I was so low, I didn't think even my own children would miss me or care. And this is the real rawness of depression in this situation, right? Luckily, mine was situational. It's nothing chemical. It's nothing that I have to battle anymore. And again, if I feel those feelings coming up, I make sure I find a way to release them, and I try to remind myself tomorrow will be better. The sun will come up tomorrow, and it is better, and it does get there. But it was that realization that, holy shit, I felt so unloved and unwanted in this world, and I would have crushed my children by listening to those voices and thoughts within. So just remember, there's always a bigger and better door. There's always a better plan. And usually it does get darkest before dawn. I've heard that so many times in my life, but it's true. It does get pretty shitty before everything turns around, and you're looking at the past and you're like, I'm so grateful. Like, everything is so amazing again. I'm so grateful I made it through this hard time in life. And I realize there are many, many reasons for depression. But there are also more reasons to stick around and to fight it and to live. Another symptom and sign is unexplained aches and pains. Your body just hurts. You're sick a lot. I get sick to my stomach when I get stressed out, and that happened a lot when I was depressed. And so it can impact your health, both physically and emotionally. It can affect the people around you. It can affect your life long term. It is a very real illness and situation. And I would encourage you all, again, to seek help professionally, and also focus on those things that make you smile and make you happy. Now, I've got the best relationship with all of my boys, my daughter-in-laws, and my grandbabies, and my guy. I have the most amazing support system. I've been through it in the last year, and I can't tell you how amazing it is to open up that door of conversation and discuss it openly with the people that I love and love me, and feel like they've got me. And I also want them to all know I've got them. And if they're suffering, I'm suffering with them. And it's those little things and those little relationships, especially relationship with self, that can really pull you out and help you get through this. Again, I promise, the darkest days, they eventually end. The sun always comes up, and it does get brighter and it does get better. And I seriously encourage any of you that know anyone who may be having a tough time right now. So many of us are, who may be struggling, or you know someone that is, reach out to them. Reach out to people who love you. Reach out to those you love. And let's fight this disease together. Let's kick its ass. Before I go, I just want to thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for going along my journey so I can help you with yours. Please go find me on YouTube, Tan and Blonde. Go subscribe. Leave a comment. Give me some love. We can all use it. Go find me on TikTok, Tan and Blonde. I'm on Instagram, The Shit Behind the Show. Facebook, The Shit Behind the Show. And all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Go rate my show, please. Thank you to those of you that have. I have all 5 stars. Much appreciation. Love you all. And until next time,